Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has hardly moved here. For that reason, I would like to focus only on the shorter time frame. To keep it simple, I made a more extended video yesterday. So the very last video I made on Bitcoin is a video in which I discuss all the different scenarios that in my opinion are likely. But in this video, I'd really like to focus on the short term. So don't think there is only one scenario, but I discussed them all in the last video, and we'll probably do that in one of the next videos again. But yeah, that's sort of where we are. At the moment, we basically on the shorter time frame have two possibilities. We can turn around in this yellow support area, which I think is the preferred option. If we lose 21k, then we will most likely drop into the green support area, which is just the support area for the alternative scenarios. And this green support area can go down to 17.5k. That means we have generally bullish outlooks as long as we're holding 17.5k. We are still above support. We have been above this support for a while. We did expect the price to get into it. It did get into it here on the weekend. Did start to rally afterwards, basically as anticipated from this area, and created a nice impulsive wave structure to the upside. Because this is looking mainly impulsively, it is preferred to hold this support area. But nothing is guaranteed in these markets. Yeah, nothing is for certain. It's only probabilities. So at the moment, if we zoom in a little bit and you take a look at this structure here, you can see different Fibonacci support levels. So we rallied off the weekend lows in what I believe are 5 waves. I did take the subwave structure now off the chart, not to confuse everybody. I will hide this one here as well, just to keep it simple. Important to understand is that we did obviously rally like 15%, 20%. Let's actually double check that. Oh, even more. So it was actually 35%. Now we came down in that expected fairly strong move. Yeah, it's a nice move down, looks good. Highlighted to you in one of the last videos that you can use this trend line to understand when this wave 2 started. The wave 2 is the correction, the pullback that occurs after the wave 1. Yeah, so the wave 1 is a so-called advance, an impulse wave, a motive wave, which makes progress in the chart, and the wave 2 is just a correction. Will ideally make a higher low, but again, nothing's for certain in these markets, it's only probabilities. But because the move up is a fairly clear 5-wave move, it is preferred for it to hold a support here. So we came down in this A wave. As I said before, an A wave can be fairly swift, can be impulsive. So I think that's what we saw. It hit basically the 38.2 Fib level. I did say that typically for an A wave, this can be a good target. Then the idea was that we started the B wave, did highlight that in the last video as well. B waves can be choppy, can be slow. I think that's exactly what we see. I did tell you that this correction could go into the weekend or maybe towards the end of the week. That's certainly something that could be happening. We want to look at how high can the B wave go. So the B wave should not go above 26k. Now that's the 78.6 retracement. Now again, B waves are among the most diverse waves in Elliott Wave, so they can do quite a bit of different and funny stuff, but I wouldn't trade them because they are very messy, choppy. Nevertheless, a little bit more upside would be preferred into this region between 25,295 and 26,037. Now they don't have to get there. You get B waves which are shallow, for example here. A B wave could react to the 38.2 retracement. It did that, by the way. Yeah? But the more ideal standard resistance for a B wave is a little higher here, mainly 25,295 and 25,600, and it should not go above 26k. From here, I would expect a move down in ideally 5 waves. So we should see something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we should get further and deeper into the yellow area. We've got support levels here below between 21,050 and 23,872. But here again, the idea is that the 38.2 Fib level at 23,872 is not really going to be relevant in the C wave. Ideally, I'm looking for a little lower, between 23,050 and 21,050. Here, ideally, it's going to find support, but I will be able to give you a clearer target once we have a confirmed top in place for B. The B wave itself should be an ABC structure, as it seems, yeah. So the A wave to the upside, a B wave down, and a C wave up could drive it still a little higher. Subwave structure is a little unclear at the moment, so there's no point trying to count the subwaves here. But that's sort of in a nutshell where we are. And I'm focusing on further upside as long as 21,050 holds. I don't see a reason to change the primary until we drop below that level. But if we drop below 21,050, then we are falling back into the green support area. Could retest those weekend lows again, maybe drop a little bit lower. One key level here would be 19,218, for example. I did discuss the different scenarios in the previous video. So if you're interested, check that out. But besides that, yeah, I think this week will now be slow, but be prepared for another price drop, maybe towards the end of the week. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.